Okay, let's just jump right into it. There's this massive trend right now of people building these absolutely incredible wellness rooms at home. I mean, we're talking way beyond just a simple home gym. The tech is amazing, but, and this is a big but, there's a hidden problem that could derail your entire dream project. I mean, look at this list. It is a biohacker's fantasy come to life. People are putting in everything from powerful infrared saunas and cold plunges to actual cryotherapy chambers and red light therapy. The goal is to create this perfect personal sanctuary for health and recovery. But all this amazing stuff brings a very serious challenge, one that most people completely miss until it's way too late. And here it is, straight from a master electrician who's in the trenches dealing with this every day. The bottom line is, your home's electrical system, no matter how new or fancy it is, was probably never designed to power what's essentially a commercial-grade spa. This isn't some small detail. It's the very foundation that your entire wellness investment depends on. So this brings us right to the core of the dilemma, right? You've got this exciting, futuristic wellness technology that you want, but it's clashing head-on with the limits of standard home wiring. It's really a classic case of new dreams meeting old infrastructure. And please, don't think this is just a problem for older homes. It's not. Electricians are walking into brand new multi-million-dollar houses and finding that the electrical panels are pushed to their absolute limit the second you try to run, say, a sauna and a cold plunge at the same time. The best case scenario, you're just tripping breakers constantly. The worst case, you could have wires dangerously overheating inside your walls and you would never even know it. To really wrap your head around the scale of this, let's just zero in on the power demands of one single piece of equipment, a high-performance sauna. It really is a numbers game, and honestly, the figures can be pretty shocking when you see them laid out. First up, voltage. We are not talking about your normal 120-volt outlet that you plug your lamp into. No, no. These machines need 240 volts. That's the same kind of heavy-duty power that your clothes dryer or your electric oven uses. Next, let's talk about amperage. You can think of this as the volume of electricity flowing. A serious outdoor sauna can require its own dedicated 40-amp circuit. Now, for perspective, most of the regular circuits in your house are only 15 or maybe 20 amps. We're talking double the current. And when you do the math and put it all together, that's over 7,000 watts of power. That is a massive, continuous electrical load that your home system has to be able to handle safely and consistently, not just for a minute or two. Now this comparison tells the whole story. A high-power sauna needs double the voltage and at least double the amperage of a standard wall outlet. But the most crucial part is the connection. It needs a dedicated circuit, its own private line to the panel. You can't just plug this thing in anywhere. Okay, so what's the solution? How do we fix this? Well, it all starts with understanding and strengthening your home's electrical backbone. The best way to think about it is that your electrical panel is the central nervous system of your house. It controls everything, and for a wellness room, it has to be incredibly robust. And the first, most critical piece of this puzzle is the dedicated circuit. This is absolutely non-negotiable. Your sauna, your cold plunge, your cryo chamber, every single one of those major appliances needs its own private line running back to the panel. This is what stops them from fighting over power and causing the whole system to fail. This brings us to the big box on the wall, the panel itself. Most modern homes come with a 200-amp panel, which is totally fine for normal day-to-day life. But as you can see right here, it gets maxed out really fast when you start adding a wellness room. That's why a lot of these high-end projects now require an upgrade to a 400-amp service. Not only does this support your wellness tech, but it also future-proofs your home for things you might want down the line, like an EV charger. All right, so we get the backbone. Now let's talk about the specific, absolute, must-have safety requirements. You have to remember, getting the wiring right isn't just about making sure everything turns on. It's about protecting your home and your family. Think of these as the 4 pillars of a safe installation. First, GFCI protection. Anytime you have electricity near water, this is a must to prevent electric shock. Second, the really powerful stuff has to be hardwired directly into the system. It's just too powerful for a regular plug. Third, anything that's going to be outside needs to live in a tough, weatherproof box. And finally, you need a lockable shutoff switch nearby so that the power can be safely turned off for maintenance. So what does this all look like when the pros get involved? Well, a good electrician has a very specific checklist they follow, and it's something you really need to be aware of before you even buy any of this equipment.
Seriously, proper planning is everything here.
Here's the Professional Playbook. It always starts with a load calculation. They'll audit your home's entire electrical usage to see what you can actually handle. Then they get a permit. This is not a DIY job. They'll use the right thickness of copper wire for the job, they'll isolate every major piece of equipment on its own circuit, and they will almost always recommend whole home surge protection. I mean, think about it. You're making a huge investment in this gear. You have to protect it from random power surges. At the end of the day, it all boils down to this simple but powerful truth. All the incredible health benefits, all the advanced technology, the whole luxury experience, all of it depends completely on the quality and safety of the electrical work that you'll probably never even see. And that really leaves us with one final critical question to think about. You're investing a lot of money into your health and wellness with this amazing equipment. So the question is the electrical foundation of your home truly ready to support and protect that investment for years to come?